In the cold, silent void of space, the remnants of the Galactic Defense Armada faced annihilation. The Malvern Empire's fleets, a massive swarm of biomechanical warships, had surrounded humanity's last allies. Glinting black hulls, pulsating with an eerie green light, were like predators circling their prey. For weeks, the Galactic Defense Alliance had fought valiantly, but was now teetering on the edge of defeat. Captain Leora Patel, commanding officer of the Eos Ascendant, gazed grimly at the holographic display in her flagship's command center. The battle map was a sea of red, each crimson dot representing a hostile Malvern vessel. In stark contrast, the Alliance's forces were a smattering of desperate blue markers, shrinking with every passing hour. "Status report," Laura ordered, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. "Shields at 22%, ammunition reserves critically low, and the enemy is pressing towards the core fleet," Commander Riven replied. His tentacled face, a hallmark of the aquatic Vare race, twitched in agitation. Lidora clenched her jaw. The Malvran were relentless, their hive mind calculating and adaptive. Humanity had barely survived their initial invasion a century ago, but they'd bought enough time to form the Alliance. Now, it seemed even that effort had been in vain. The galaxy's brightest minds had been clear. Earth's ancient fleet, mothballed relics from humanity's pre-FTL era, was no match for modern warfare. These ships had been preserved as historical monuments, museums to a bygone era when humanity fought only itself. Yet desperate times called for desperate measures. As Leora stared into the abyss of the display, a soft chime broke her reverie, an incoming transmission, encrypted and bearing Earth's signature. She frowned and gestured for it to be patched through. The holographic form of Admiral Nathaniel Kane, Supreme Commander of Earth's Defense Forces, materialized. "Captain Patel," Kane's gravelly voice boomed, his weathered face set in grim determination. "Reinforcements are en route. Hold the line." Leora blinked in disbelief. "Reinforcements? From where?" "Earth's standing fleet is engaged at the outer colonies." Kane's lips curved into a wry smile. "Not the standing fleet, the ancient one." For a moment, the command center fell silent as the weight of his words sank in. Commander Riven spoke first, incredulous. "The relics? Those ships are over 2 centuries old. They don't even have warp drives." "They do now," Kane replied. "We've been retrofitting them in secret for decades, preparing for a day like this. Humanity's ingenuity didn't stop at the stars. Those vessels might be old, but their spirit is timeless." Leora nodded, a spark of hope igniting within her. "Understood, Admiral. We'll hold." The first sign of Earth's ancient fleet's arrival was the shimmering distortion of spacetime. Wormholes blossomed across the battlefield, and from them emerged vessels unlike anything the galaxy had seen. Sleek and angular, bristling with gunmetal plating, these ships bore the unmistakable marks of human ingenuity and resilience. Each hull was adorned with the insignia of long-dismantled nations: an eagle clutching arrows, a crimson star, a lion rampant. The U.S. Enterprise, a refurbished aircraft carrier, now equipped with advanced railguns and plasma cannons, led the charge. Behind it followed the Ironclad, Vanguard, and a host of other names pulled from the annals of human history. From destroyers to cruisers, even a few repurposed nuclear submarines that now soared among the stars. The fleet's arrival was nothing short of awe-inspiring. Malvern ships swarmed toward this unexpected force, their hive mind struggling to adapt to the sudden tactical shift. The ancient fleet, however, did not falter. Commanding officers issued orders with the precision of seasoned veterans, and battle-hardened crews executed them with unparalleled efficiency. Humanity's history had been one of constant conflict, and that legacy now unfolded in spectacular fashion. The Enterprise unleashed a salvo of kinetic projectiles, its railguns sending slugs hurtling at near-light speeds. The impacts tore through the Malvern hulls, bypassing their energy shields with brute force. Meanwhile, retrofitted submarines, now stealth frigates, executed flanking maneuvers deploying EMP torpedoes that disrupted the Malvern's hive communications. On board the Eos Ascendant, Leora watched in astonishment as the battle turned. "They're doing it," she murmured. "They're breaking their lines." Riven's tentacles quivered in amazement. "This fleet, it fights with such ferocity. It's as if it was forged for this very moment." Leora nodded. "Humanity has always been at its best when the odds were against us." As the hours dragged on, the Melvrin's advantage crumbled. Earth's ancient fleet fought with unyielding determination, their unconventional tactics and unpredictable maneuvers leaving the enemy reeling. Yet the Malvern were not to be underestimated. Their largest vessel, a massive dreadnought bristling with biocannons, emerged from the swarm, targeting the heart of the ancient fleet. Leora's voice rang out, "All ships, focus fire on that dreadnought. Bring it down." The Enterprise and its sister ships turned their weapons toward the behemoth. Waves of projectiles and energy blasts collided with its organic armor, tearing chunks from its surface. But the dreadnought retaliated, its biocannons unleashing devastating bursts of plasma. On board the Enterprise, Captain Jonas Carver gripped the armrests of his command chair. "Divert all power to forward shields. We're taking that thing out." The Enterprise surged forward, flanked by destroyers and frigates. As it closed the distance, its railguns charged for a final volley. At point-blank range, the Enterprise fired, the kinetic energy ripping through the dreadnought's core. The massive vessel erupted in a blinding explosion, its destruction rippling through the Melvern fleet. With their dreadnought destroyed and their hive mind disrupted, the Melvern's cohesion faltered. One by one, their ships were picked off until the remnants retreated into the void. A deafening cheer erupted across the Alliance comm channels. On board the Eos Ascendant, Leora allowed herself a rare smile. "We did it. By the stars, we actually did it." Riven's eyes gleamed. "No, Captain, humanity did it." In the aftermath of the battle, Earth's ancient fleet was hailed as the savior of the galaxy. What had been dismissed as relics proved to be humanity's greatest weapon, a testament to their resilience and ingenuity. The Alliance, inspired by humanity's unyielding spirit, rallied to drive the Melvern back into the dark corners of the universe. And so, against all odds, the day was won, not by advanced technology or superior numbers, but by the indomitable will of a species that refused to fade quietly into the night.